My dear listener, life is a journey that winds and weaves like a gentle river, carrying us through seasons of joy, challenge, discovery, and reflection. And as the years unfold, we begin to see that happiness is not found in rushing ahead or clinging to what is past, but in the daily rhythm of small, beautiful choices that nourish the soul, especially for women who have crossed the threshold of 70 and entered into the golden years of wisdom, calm, and serenity. Let me share with you, not as a lecture, but as a warm conversation from the heart of a cheerful old woman who has walked these paths. 12 simple practices that bring light to every day. 12 little keys that open the doors of contentment, laughter, and peace. And perhaps as you listen, you may recognize your own habits, or be inspired to weave them gently into your own life. Because joy is not reserved for the young. Joy belongs to those who choose it at every age. Beginning with the first habit, which is to start each morning with gratitude. For gratitude is like opening the window of the heart and letting the sunlight pour in. It shifts the mind away from aches, regrets, or worries and places attention on blessings, even the smallest ones, like the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your morning tea, or the sound of birds calling in the distance. And when you whisper a quiet thank you for these things, the day feels less heavy and more hopeful. Because gratitude is not about having everything you want, it is about recognizing the beauty in what is already here. The second habit of happy women over 70 is nurturing the body, not through harsh routines or unrealistic demands, but with gentleness and respect for the vessel that has carried us through decades. And this can be as simple as a walk in the garden, stretching the arms toward the sky, swaying slowly to an old favorite song in the kitchen, or preparing nourishing meals that feel like love on a plate. Because caring for the body is not vanity, it is gratitude in action. It is saying to oneself, "Thank you, body, for all you have carried me through." The third habit is staying curious, for curiosity keeps the mind alive. And the happiest women I know never stop learning, whether it is exploring a new hobby like painting or gardening, trying out a new recipe, reading a book in a genre they've never read before, or even asking their grandchildren to teach them how to use a new app or device. And what makes curiosity powerful is that it replaces fear of change with wonder at discovery. And when you stay curious, the world never grows dull, because each day offers a chance to learn something new. The fourth daily practice is cherishing simple beauty, because after 70 we learn that the grand moments of life are rare, but the small moments are everywhere. And if we pay attention, they are more than enough. The way light falls across the floor in the afternoon, the comfort of a familiar chair, the fragrance of a flower, the laughter of a neighbor. These are not trivial details, but treasures. And happy women know how to savor them slowly, like a sip of tea, because beauty noticed is beauty doubled. The fifth habit is staying connected, because joy multiplies when shared. And while it may not always be possible to meet in person, a simple phone call, a letter, a chat with a neighbor, or a video call with family can brighten the day, reminding us that we are part of a larger circle of love. And the happiest women protect these bonds fiercely, understanding that relationships are not just pleasant, they are life-giving. They are the threads that keep the fabric of our days strong. The sixth practice is laughter, pure and simple, For laughter is medicine for the heart, and it does not matter if the joke is silly. If the story has been told 100 times, or if the laugh comes from a memory rather than the present moment. Laughter lightens the soul and softens the wrinkles of worry, and it is worth seeking daily, whether through sharing stories with friends, watching a favorite show, or even laughing at oneself when things go a little wrong. The seventh habit is giving, not always in grand gestures, but in small acts of kindness that ripple outward. Baking cookies for a neighbor, knitting scarves for charity, writing encouraging notes, or simply offering a smile to someone who looks weary. And happy women know that giving does not diminish what you have. It multiplies it, filling the heart with purpose and joy. The eighth practice is carving out moments of calm and stillness, because the world can feel noisy even in older age, with its constant flow of information and demands. But happy women learn to press pause, whether through prayer, meditation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea by the window. And in those quiet spaces, peace has room to breathe and the mind finds rest. The ninth habit is keeping dreams alive. For who says dreams are only for the young? The happiest women keep lists of things they still wish to see, do, or learn. Perhaps it is traveling to a nearby town, taking up painting, planting a new flower bed, or writing letters to their younger selves. And it is not the size of the dream that matters, but the spirit it awakens, reminding us that as long as we are alive, there is something new to hope for. The 10th practice is celebrating oneself, not waiting for birthdays or others' approval, but finding joy in wearing a colorful scarf, putting on a favorite perfume, treating oneself to a small dessert, or listening to music and dancing alone in the living room. Because self-celebration affirms that happiness does not need permission, it is a gift we can give ourselves. The 11th habit is staying present, which may be the most powerful of all. Because too much time in the past can bring sorrow, and too much time in the future can bring worry. But in the present, in the very moment we hold now, life is happening. And happy women know to savor the feel of the earth in their hands while gardening, the warmth of a grandchild's hand in theirs, the bubbling sound of soup on the stove. For these simple present moments are life itself. And finally, the 12th practice is ending the day with peace, taking time to release the burdens. Forgive what went wrong, give thanks for what went right, and rest in the quiet knowledge that another day has been lived with meaning. And some women keep a gratitude journal, some whisper a prayer, and some simply sit quietly watching the night sky. But all of them allow the day to close, gently rather than carrying its weight into tomorrow. And this daily ritual brings a calm sweetness to sleep. So, my dear listener, these are the 12 daily habits of happy women over 70. And though simple, they are powerful, for they remind us that happiness is not something we chase in faraway places or distant times. It is something we create here and now, in the everyday rhythm of gratitude, movement, curiosity, beauty, connection, laughter, giving, calm, dreaming, self-celebration, presence, and peace. And as I share these with you, know that they are not just practices for women over 70. They are gifts for anyone at any stage of life, for happiness belongs to all who choose it. And if you take even one of these habits into your day, you may find that life feels a little lighter, a little richer, and a little more filled with joy. Because the secret of cheerful, old women is not that they have fewer problems than others, but that they have learned to weave happiness gently, daily, into the fabric of their lives. And perhaps now you will too. For more videos, subscribe my channel.